I think like maybe Ten Hag mjua imebidi au jawabu acheze na set nini ana option ani any other option. So I think ni set ana bring up academy, but ni venye tu ana any option au ndio at least wako bet somehow better. You can like au nimesema the dead woods like na Martial like na Anthony yani.
Hello guys, karibuni ndani ya Soccer Connect. I'm your host to the most kama kawaida Havigas Carlsberg.
Yes, Senzo the professor hapa,
the football professor. Haya hapa Vincenzo de Paul.
Yes, as you can see we are back on set kabisa.
Yeah.
Ready to preview Premier League game week.
Yes.
23.
We are back in our studios. Yeah.
Yes, so tuanze na Man U alishinda ama tuanze na game gani?
Obviously the biggest game weekend, Arsenal versus Liverpool.
So tuanze na Arsenal versus Liverpool.
Yes.
Arsenal won 3-1. And I feel the title race sasa imekuwa blown open. Kulikuwa kuna feel ni kama Liverpool wameacha the chasing pack with 5 points, of course City with a game in hand. So Senzo, what's your take on the title race in general?
My take on the title race ni itakuwa tight, itakuwa very tight race with the fine margins. Ukiangalia the gap between number 1 and number 4 pia si kubwa sana.
Yeah,
so you can confidently say around hii kila team imeamka, and it's no longer a two horse race kama vile tumeona in the last 5 seasons or 6. Every team is up to the game, and kudos to Arsenal for taking the game to Liverpool. Yeah.
It's Vincenzo, like, do you expect a 3 horse race hadi mwisho ama you think kuna mtu ata fade off katikati ibakie 2 horse race towards the end?
I don't know which team wata pull down, but ukiangalia there's a team na shuku hawatafika mpaka mwisho, but ukiangalia people already like walikuwa write off Arsenal back then, but with that win against Liverpool imeweka in a 3 horse race, though bado ukiangalia between Liverpool and City and ndio wakona, you can say that wakona experience ya kushinda the EU league because it has been between them for like past 5-6 seasons ndio. So Arsenal need to take that advantage of that win and at least try to fight for the title at least. Yeah.
Yes, so hii game I think the biggest problem ya Liverpool in midfield ilikuwa clear. Everyone saw it. Complete domination in the middle of the park na Jorginho na Declan Rice. And hii season Arsenal, team ya last season ya Arsenal ilikuwa their front 3, front 4 kuchip in na so many goals.
Yeah.
Cause Saka, Martinelli na Odegaard walikuwa na 44 goals last season. Hii season so far walikuwa na 15 going into this game. So I think it's a much needed relief because Saka na Martinelli were on the score sheet again. And Arsenal hawana talisman like Liverpool wako na Salah, Man City wako na De Bruyne na Haaland. So Arsenal need everyone to play their part hapa kule. So seeing the likes of Trossard chipping in, Martinelli, Saka, so we need more ndio at least Arsenal iweze kustand chance. And ukiangalia this was Liverpool's second defeat, touch on Liverpool, na ilikuwa filled with errors from 2 world class players.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk na Alisson Becker. Which is very uncharacteristic. Shortly tu kidogo ukiguzia, do you think Liverpool wataenda do you think hii result itawa affect ama you think they'll bounce back immediately?
I think they'll bounce back immediately juu ukiangalia overall hii season wamekuwa up to their game, wamekuwa above standards. So ukiangalia pia their record against the big 6 this season people so much wanting. I think
they have not won versus any big 6 side yet.
They have not won versus any big 6 apart from sijika tunaweza Chelsea big 6 but wamekuwa down against the big 6, and if you have to win the league this isn't a game unafaa ushinde, will take maximum points against your biggest opponents. Yeah.
Yes. Vincenzo.
Yeah. So I think kwa game kama hii I think they need to try and do something about it because I look good at least, but Alisson Becker I think hizi vitu fanyika, it's an human error vitu fanyika and the Van Dijk, so Ikitu by mistake, by bad luck bao iliingia. So hizi vitu fanyika. Yeah. You can't be perfect every time. So yeah.
So msema it was a bad day in office.
Yeah,
They'll
just
be
a bad
back
day.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay, we move on to our next game, and my shock result, not necessarily shock, but the scoreline is shock.
Yeah.
Chelsea 2, Wolves 4, and Pedro Neto is back. Nah, the boy was very unplayable. Vincenzo, your thoughts on your game?
Of course, I think this is the same Chelsea we have been watching this season.
Yes.
Yeah, playing somehow maji moto maji baridi, hawajulikani ile saa watapigwa, hawajulikani ile saa watashinda. Yani you can't predict anything about Chelsea right now, because ukiangalia hata they have been in that position for number 10 since almost for life for 2 to 3 months, and with such a result against Wolves, it's very bad because it doesn't look good on Pochettino's side, because hiyo pressure iko, especially from him, because actually Pochettino is very lucky, because if ilikuwa the previous owner mwenye alikuwa nani Roman Abramovich, I'm sure angekuwa shaenda, hata si because of this lose. I think hiyo lose against Middlesbrough in the first leg ya FA Cup, ya Carabao Cup, I think angevutwa na hiyo game. But pia players unafaa wajaribu wacheze poa, because ukiangalia they were so clumsy. Alafu I don't know, Chelsea wamekuwa wakifanya signings, but now ukiangalia I don't know why Thiago Silva is playing that much in that defense, because ukiangalia ni kama his legs ziko tired, and hiyo age wise na catch up na yeye, akipata wale kina striker wako na somehow speed, wako pesi like kina Neto, Cunha wanamlemea, and the rest of the Premier League strikers wenye wako na nguvu and pace wanamlemea sana.
Yeah, cause umetaja Neto, na Neto alileta shida sana. Thiago Silva na Chilwell really had a very long game trying to deal with Neto. Na ukiangalia Chelsea wako na defensive issues, wana concede all types of goals, set pieces, cutbacks, one-on-one, tap-ins,
on goals.
Yes, wana concede all types of games. So Chelsea, their last 2 Premier League games, wame concede 8 goals. So the goal difference yao sahi ni -1. 38 goals scored, 39 goals conceded. Now Wolves have done the double over Chelsea this season for the first time since 1975, and kulikuwa na altercation between Mudryk and a fan on Instagram. So walibishana, Mudryk akamwambia kama anajua ball sana wapatani wacheze 1v1.
Sina such things pia. As a player you don't need to engage with fans like that, because in a show how the team is disorganized from the squad. Hiyo team haiko in one uniform ama one unit.
Yeah, cause ni peak banter era sasa, cause if you start arguing with fans online and daring them to challenges, it's not looking very good for Chelsea.
That's very mature of Mudryk.
Yeah, so Chelsea fans, tuambie hapo kwa comments what you think. Should Pochettino abaki kwa kazi ama you still believe? What do you want to happen? So let's move on to the next game. Football Professor, Man United 3, Westham 0. Niambie your thoughts. Finally miracle ya Haaland imeanza kufika.
Yeah, it was forthcoming. It was a matter of time aanze ku click in, and being that pia tumeanza the year on a good note, scrapping some wins. Not that comfortable, but I think this was the one of those games to dominate from first to finish. And pia big credits to those strikers to Haaland. At least finally tuanza kuona that amount that was paid for him, the world class amount that was paid for him, and other strikers like akina Garnacho putting on a fantastic show, filling in for hizo ama dead players tumekuwa nao like akina Anthony. At least we are seeing a team in a gel pole hapo mbele and in the middle of the park. So it was a very comfortable win. Tumeona after quite a while.
Yes, and Haaland alifunga on his 21st birthday. Alifunga his 4th consecutive goals in all competitions. Na akona 11 goals in all competitions, not a very bad return. Ukiangalia the grand scheme of things, venye alikuja na injury na nini, it's not a very bad return currently. And Man United, Man United, there is this youth resurgence right now. Maino, Garnacho, Højlund, both 21 and below. They've been the bright spark ya Man United. Do you think it's a sign for the future? Ama unadhania ni false start kama kawaida, as you've seen Rashford, Martial come through at that age, wanaanza vizuri and then wanadidimia. What's your take?
So players like Garnacho na Maino wametoka through the youth ranks. I think ukiangalia performance yao ni players wenye wako so much determined. Si atu ni pressure kutaka kupata namba kwa team. They are so much talented and putting on a performance in each and every game wanawekwa. So I think pia itasaidia sana kusave off the save yo sign unnecessary players, na tuko na players na zatoka academy like sema sahi we don't really need to go for a defensive midfield again. Tuko na Maino hapo. We just need maybe kujel mwingine tena kama in case ataka Casemiro aende, we have somebody to replace him. And also to Garnacho, at least when Rashford is down, tuko na msee anaweza come in through, and like before ilikuwa Rashford ka yuko it's just dead and buried, and at least ime hide hizo upuzi mingi like zima jokers kama kina Martial, at least sasa hawaonekani kwa sababu wakina Garnacho wana put in a performance. It's a really good trade from the manager to look into the academy and put in trust kwa vijana wadogo in moving forward. It will be another advantage.
I think like maybe Ten Hag mjua imebidi au janda acheze na Oseti nini ana option ani other option. So I think ni Seti ana bring up academy, but ni venye tu ana any option. Hao ndio at least wako bet somehow better. You can like hao wenye nimesema the dead dudes like na Martial like na Anthony, yani they can't even help the team.
Because si ati mambo yana option. Amekuwa kicheza Anthony all along until time ali notice it's not working for him. And you have to put in a performance. Alafu pia to the midfield wakina Casemiro hawajakuwa around. So ndata turn in kwa the academy players. Pia tukisema ni injury, but wamecome in bado na still ana pick ama players.
And tukiongezea ni unaona Man United pia imekuwa na dependence. Last season ilikuwa na over dependence on Rashford and Bruno. So kuona like Højlund chipping in na mabao, game ya Wolves, Maino, Garnacho, so Rashford muongezee Bruno. So at least mkishare hiyo load itawasaidia kuwin games, and at least I believe mahali mko sahi mna look for a top 4 charge, because the rest ni very unrealistic. So itawasaidia sana if everyone can chip in na 2 pale 3 5 similar to Arsenal. They need everyone, because hakuna mse hapo uko guaranteed atakupea about 20 ama 25. So na kuna bad news, Martinez ameumia tena, wanasema probably 8 weeks out. So his season clearly it's not his season. Amekuwa na streak of bad luck. We wish him a quick recovery. Na hii game ilikuwa 2 days before anniversary ya Munich air disaster 6th February 1958, yenye ili cause 23 fatalities including 8 United players and 3 staff. He, of course, every United fan anajua, and that win versus Westham ilikuwa very befitting tribute to the Munich air disaster. So we move to one of the games of the season, games of the weekend, Newcastle versus Luton. Vincenzo.
Yes. Yeah,
hii game ulionaje?
Okay, for the football fans like us, it was entertaining, but I think for Newcastle fans, yes, it was entertaining, but they should really think about their team, because it doesn't look good for Newcastle. They are really underperforming this season because of the expectation yenye waliwekewa this season of the top 4 na kumaintain hapo, na wamecheza the Champions League this season. So the expectations wanajaribu kabisa, because ukiangalia hata sasa hii wako almost 13 points. Nilio gap ya una top 4 ya 13 points, because ukiangalia wako number 9 alafu number 4 ni Aston Villa. So wako very bad, wako mbali sana. Yes, they might blame it on injuries, but I think they should also wake up. At least they wako na squad, the players are back, kina Isak, Wilson and the rest. So going on the other side Luton are really impressing me. Wako yani they're really pushing. Sasa wako off the relegation zone, especially a player like Adebayo. Wako 9 goals amescore. He's really looking good. He's really sharp. The other day he scored a hat-trick, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so ni player mwenye anajituma. Ukiangalia in most recent games ameweka ni bench Morris the captain. So ni ukiangalia ni timu wako na players wenye wanajituma and they know what they want in this league.
Wako na very distinct style of play.
Yeah, true.
I'm also very impressed na Adebayo. There's that left back anaitwa Doty.
Yeah, Doty, yeah.
Yes, wanajituma sana. Osho in set pieces. Like, yeah. It's like kila saa nikiona game naona Osho amefunga.
That's fucking Mengi.
Yes.
Alafu na Barkley plays a very huge pillar kwa hiyo team.
Yes, I was going hapo kwa Barkley, but ukiangalia Luton, cause ukiangalia mtu kama Adebayo, ukimleta Arsenal anakuwa top scorer. Man U anakuwa top scorer kwa league.
Yeah.
So he's doing well. Kufunga 9 goals for a team like Luton is not a very easy feat.
Yeah.
And if Luton can merge your solidity yao ya home, because their home record is good, if they can start getting such valuable points away from home, wata survive.
But I think kwa hii game ukiangalia mostly, I think if kama wange manage to defend at least a bit, wangeka low block after going 4-2, wange get a win in this game because walikuwa already wamesha shut Newcastle kabisa.
Yeah, ni criticism moja ya Luton, wanaachilia games rahisi sana. Wanaachilia leads sana.
Yeah, this is not the first time ukiangalia against Arsenal, against
so many games Liverpool, wana lead and inaenda.
Yeah, wana throw it away.
Yeah, so Luton manager Rob Edwards alisema this is a game he'll never forget. Of course, it's up there na 4-4 ya Arsenal na Newcastle. Checked yote.
Yeah.
With a screamer. Na Barkley sasa vile ulikuwa unasema is rolling back the years, looking like the Barkley wa Everton.
Yeah, true.
Was catching everyone's eye. He's been very brilliant, very impressive. As in any one of the key anchors kwa midfield ya Luton, akisaidiwa na kina msee kama Lokonga. Sometimes he has very good games, sometimes he turns up average.
Yeah. So you mtuka Barkley ukiangalia
he's been very consistent.
In 17 games akona 3 goals and 3 assists. So yeah, for a midfielder na from mtanakuja from like alikuwa
everyone thought
kama anajirebuild him personally.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good wake up.
It's proving a very decent buy. So we move on to the next game. Football professor Brighton wali deal na Crystal Palace thoroughly. What's your take?
It was another game yenye tunasema Adezebi masterclass.
Yes.
But overall Brighton ukiangalia ni timu elewekangi. Their games they play so well and they concede so many goals. Like kuna hii game walikuwa before hii game, kuna hiyo game ya mwisho walikuwa wamepigwa bao mingi sana. I think they conceded 4 goals in a certain game versus Luton. And then coming this weekend they again produce a masterclass, a very convincing victory. Pascal Gross back in action, providing those assists and the deliveries, the nini. So I think overall they dominated Crystal Palace from start to finish, and it was one of those their very impressive performance. Tactically, everything they outclassed Crystal Palace.
Yes, so ukiangalia ilikuwa a very much needed bounce back. Was conceding 4 at Luton, and then ukirudi they couldn't afford a slip up. Now they were playing a very poor Crystal Palace side. Yeah. Wenye pia hata juzi they have conceded 5 at Arsenal. So Palace, I think pressure imeanza kumount on Roy Hodgson. And hii season Brighton wana prove kukuwa an all or nothing team. So Brighton wakiturn up they score 4-5. Na pia wakipatwa wanapigwa vibaya sana. They get dominated. And Crystal Palace fans wameanza kuweka pressure. Kulikuwa na banner in that game. Inasema no shared vision, no structured plan, Parish out, Youngs out. So Palace fans wameanza kuweka pressure. Olise aliingia at halftime akaumia tena, akajoin tena Guehi tena akaumia, wakajoin sasa Eberechieze on the treatment table, because I feel Palace's best players wanashinda wakiumia sana. So they can't have continuity, they can't have sustainability ya kuprogress. And these are the kinds of players who bail them out na individual brilliance. So it's very tough for Roy, but I think sidhani atamaliza season.
And if they're not careful, those maybe key players might even transfer away from the club.
Yes, they might get moves but na hii injury record sidhani anyone is taking them.
Players like Olise ukiangalia ako so much monitor, lakini sa injury crisis.
But I think kuna some injury na kind of injury. Kuna some injuries can be maybe managed by other clubs better than maybe venye inakuwa managed at Palace.
No big clubs wants a player who works from home. So hawa ni remote workers. So Joachim Andersen ali have kutolewa cause alikuwa na very heated discussion with a fan, same na ile ya Trippier, walirushiana maneno fuck off nini hapo. So alitolewa. So the pressure inaonyesha pressure iko juu sana. Na Brighton as tumesema walipata a much needed reaction after kukanyagwa shingo na Luton. So Vincenzo De Paul, another game, Everton 2, yes. Tottenham 2. Yeah, Sean Dyche masterclass again. What's your take on Tottenham waliachilia 2-0 lead easily?
I don't think it's a masterclass. Ilikuwa ni a 50-50 game for me because I watched it. Na Tottenham has been performing poorly, yes, recently. But ukiangalia there's one guy mwenye anakuja ana outstand kwa hizo games. One guy wenye tumemcriticize for very long time, but now he's proving us wrong and the whole of EPL wrong. Anaitwa Richarlison. The guy is banging goals right, left and center. Sasa akona 10 goals, yeah, and 3 assists. Actually is really waking up at the right time because Spurs wanna need such performance at this time because ukiangalia especially Spurs in this past seasons yenye wamekuanga like almost 7-8 seasons ago, unapata they always start league wakiwa high, alafu inafika in kituka February March hapo they fall because maybe gas imeisha ama whatever, hiyo fatigue inawalemea kabisa, hata paka maybe top 4 na wanatoka. So I think if kama the likes of Kinasona tarudi back to the team and they catch up with the team venye iko, they will start winning games. Yeah, going back to Everton at Goodison Park, yes, it was somehow a good result for them, but because they were playing a top 6 team, but still bado pia wanafaa ngangane because it's not safe down there. Yes, 10 points were deducted, but they should really push because si rahisi, nobody will have mercy on you hata kama umetolewa 10 points. Yeah. Yes,
I called it a Sean Dyche masterclass because if you look at the 2 goals, the exact same type of goal yenye Man City ilifunga in the FA Cup. I think the Premier League has worked out a weakness on Vicario during set pieces. They block him, wanaweka msee mbele yake and they crowd him out. The ball comes, haizi kujia. So it's something that happens to every new Premier League goalkeeper. I saw it Alisson akikuja. Liverpool conceded a few. Liverpool had to hire a rugby coach akuje train Alisson kwa set pieces to come out and claim. So I think it's a theme for Premier League teams. City was the first team to exploit here on Tottenham. Everton carbon copy and they scored 2 goals on set pieces. So Everton have the joint highest tally of set piece goals this season. Everton pia wana need points as umesema. It's not very safe. Na Everton pia wako na another case. Walipshikwa tena ya cheat on flouting the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules on Nottingham Forest. Pia wako na appeal yenye hiyo 10 points deduction will be announced next week. So let's wait and see. It's not all doom and gloom for now. Wanapata results wako kwa drop zone. So let's see. Richarlison as umesema 9 goals in his last 8 games, but my only red flag ni se wenye ukusanya a few games wanafunga bao zao zote, they will go on another dry run. Because he's not Haaland, but we have to credit him. Sahi ako fiti, alirudi where he was, akachoma shule. He's usually a thug. I was surprised to celebrate. He was very humble. Yeah. And I really commend him for that.
I think sometimes maybe I'll realize kuna sometimes you just need to be good in this life. Ndio pia maybe life iko
the second goal alikuwa anataka kutana the third form.
Akapose. Akakumbuka. Yeah, so anyway, Vincenzo De Paul. Professor Burnley walidraw na Fulham.
Yes. Walidraw na Fulham. 2-2.
So
The loanee from from Chelsea.
yeah, Burnley all their loan players waliwasaidia in this game.
Yeah.
So fate yao itakuwa decided na their January transfer as it seems. So Joao ndo aliwasaidia in this game.
Yeah.
Maxime Steve, a center back on loan from Montpellier, was as in alikuja akawasaidia ku see out the game, calming presence after kuingia. Lorenzo Signon, right back on loan from Rennes, pia aliingia ka assist hiyo bao yenye pia ilifungwa na David Datro, the next Drogba Fofana, player mwenye ako on loan from Chelsea. So from that game wanakaa walifanya very good business. What's your take on Burnley so far? Fulham.
I think I was really surprised because on paper hiyo ni game nilikuwa najua Fulham enda ku win comfortably. So the fight back from Burnley ili show at least pia hao hawataki kuachwa nyuma na points, and being that in the crucial time of gain points on that relegation zone battle. Ukiangalia the likes of Luton pia wanangangana sahi. It was a game and at least they tried, they played so well. Hata kama sile convincing sana, at least you could scrap points instead of a loss. It was by their standards and by the virtue of that game, Fulham ni team kubwa kwao.
Yes, they should be doing better.
They should be doing better. So I think moving forward, they still have a lot to do if they have to avoid that relegation. Wakona kazi bado ya kufanya because wana concede was upuzi sana.
Yeah, because again, if you want to survive relegation, home has to be a fortress. You can't be surviving on draws at home na losses. Away ni guaranteed losses. Home ukijaribu sana ni draw na win rarely. Yeah, so they need to, the survival chances are looking slimmer by the day. Fulham on a very poor run. Venye tu umesema, just to emphasize na start, ni 11 away matches without a win. So we move on to another game of the weekend. Sheffield United 0, Aston Villa 5. Much needed 3 points for Aston Villa, for their top 4 hopes, because pia walikuwa in a terrible run. 1 win in 5 matches before this game. A midweek defeat to Newcastle pia ilimaliza their brilliant home form. Walikuwa very formidable home, they don't get beat. And before we go on good performance wa hiyo game, what's your take on Aston Villa?
Yeah, Aston Villa, I'm really impressed by Aston Villa because ukiangalia so many teams have fallen off. The rest of Newcastle, Tottenham, yes, wameza season poor lakini but Aston Villa maintain your position, sasa kwa top 4 and they are almost 3 points behind Arsenal. So ukiangalia they are really trying to be there, wa maintain your position mpaka maybe hiyo siku if kama watamanage ku remain at top 4, it will be better. But ukiangalia so far they are really trying their best. But your game nilikuwa impressed na, especially Watkins and Bailey. They're really looking good. Yani they do your combination yao. Ni very tricky because inaweza piga any team and can destroy any team in Premier League and also in Europe. So ni kitu work on it very well, and the rest of the team, they are good to go.
Yeah, so vile umesema, we always talk about Watkins, McGinn. We rarely give praise to Leon Bailey. Na he's silently having a good season. So tally yake imefika 7 goals and 6 assists for the season. On the opposite side, Sheffield is another proof and you should never get back with your ex. Chris Wilder, hata new manager bounce ni story. Wameendelea tu vile walikuwa. And I don't have much to say. I think watashuka. Na I think hao ndio watashuka kama number 20. I think hata relegation yao itakuwa confirmed mapema sana. Hao watafika mbali. They might even break a record ya points because they never win. Hata draw ni shida. So professor of football, Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest ended in a draw 1-1.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about this game, but Forest, they are trying, but again they are signing another goalkeeper, Matt Sells from Strasbourg. Now I started this game, meaning Forest sai wako na 4 goalkeepers. Matt Turner, Matt Sells, Wayne Hennessy, na Vlachidimos. Dean Henderson alienda Palace, yes. So wamenunua pia Giovanni Reina, the next Captain America after Pulisic, na Rodrigo Ribeiro. Hii project ya Forest ni funny. Na pia kuna striker on loan. Huyo Rodrigo Ribeiro is a striker on loan from Sporting CP, commonly known as Sporting Lisbon. And something wamenunua watu wengi kama Chelsea, so akina Olaina, Kuyate and the rest wanaweza toka AFCON.
Ni same Forest alipiga almost 23 signings.
So I think the owner, maybe the owner, the main mission yake ni survive Premier League, wabaki tu huko kwa Premier League. So that's why akiona any slight mistake, kama sasa hii season ikianza amekuwa na shida ya goalkeeper sana. Walianza na Tana, that's the number 1 goalkeeper, nime backfire, amekuwa kula mabao. I think with the new manager coming akaona he's not deemed fit, aka request for another keeper.
Yeah, then the beard again.
Being that team cannot afford the mission just to stay on top. So they wanaweza piga sana pia nini owner kuna pesa.
Yes,
so they can sign a lot of players just for survival.
Some of the players wanaweza toka AFCON wakuja wapate una share locker na like it happened at Chelsea last season. People were sharing lockers, wengine hata time ya training wako idle kwa hata wakicheza 11 bado kuna watu wako na sub. So it is terrible na it's not looking good. And some subplot in this game ni Harriata was signed by Forest from Bournemouth, never played for 3 years. Yako tu hapo anakula pesa pole pole bila stress kama Cedric huko Arsenal, akina Elneny. And contract ya Ata inaisha sama. Bournemouth fans walikuwa wana tease Forest fans in the stands wakisema walinunua fraud. And finally Manchester City defending champions 3, Brentford 1 after a good start. So
Brentford 1, Foden 3.
Yes. So Flecken alimake 9 saves.
Yeah, true.
Na akapata an assist which led to Mupe opening goal, a very thuggish player, another thug. Alikuwa na watched game ya Tottenham na Brentford. Alikuwa na rattle the whole stadium peke yake, and rattle the whole Tottenham players.
Yeah, hata jana
rattle Kyle Walker.
Ni yada something with Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker akambia referee, I lock this guy out.
Nani Mupe?
Yeah, when Walker akambia referee, I lock Mupe out. So yani aliongelea kuhusu umesikia hiyo story ya Walker about his family issues. So I think Mupe alimwendea akamwambia about the kids and the wife. It kama hiyo akamwambia and it's just a tag to yani mtu tu don't care.
Yeah, so they were very strong in set pieces, and I don't have much to say. Another routine City win, hat-trick hero Phil Foden, I think Vincenzo shortly, and then we finish.
Yeah, so ukiangalia I think Brentford were somehow dangerous from the set place in such that actually ndio game yao ucheza hivyo, wako na low block, alafu they know how to counter attack. Juu akienda hivyo na that's fucking Ivan Toney, hata sasa hivi ni tumbe umo na Wisa wako, but Ivan Toney, Jensen na Mope wakienda hivyo, and they know how they are so sharp, uwezi washika rahisi. Ukiangalia tobo ya jana ya kwanza ya Brentford na Ivan Toney alilalia tu ake hivyo. Yeah, so after kumlalia Mope akapata very good chance ya kuenda. So Phil Foden scored a hat-trick yesterday. Yes, yeah. So ameingia kwa hiyo squad ya City players wamekuwa na hat-trick. Obviously Sergio Aguero ndiye akona top pale na 12 hat-tricks. Alingala na Sterling wameshikana 5, alafu Tevez akona 4. Then now Foden akona 2 hat-tricks.
Only 4.
Yeah.
Yes, and finally City became only the second team to win 4 Premier League away games in a row, having trailed in each game. So I think we are in for a very interesting title race because relegation inakaa kama itakuwa settled mapema.
And still City bado wako na game in hand. Still bado gonna see Brentford bado now at the Etihad.
Yes, so we'll see what happens because it's looking very, sasa tumeanza kuingia towards
because in the match of 23 almost 15 games peke yake imebaki.
Yes, so we are
15 still is a lot. A lot can change.
45 points.
45 points.
Mingi. Yeah. So guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be back. We will not go away tena. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Yeah.
Soccer Connect,
where the game comes alive.